Gideon Klein lived from 1919 to 1945. He is a Czech composer, pianist, writer, and educator. He arranged Hebrew folk melodies, wrote quarter-tone compositions, and was a formidable presence in the concentration camp of Terezin. He began piano lessons at the age of 11. He began composing in 1934 and studied musicology at Charles University in Prague. By 1939, the Czech universities were closed by the Nazis, and he had to leave the conservatory in 1940. He tried to continue his musical activities using a different name, playing concerts in people's houses and still composing. In December of 1941, he was sent to Terezin, where he remained for almost 3 years. While there, he taught music and other subjects to the children. He also performed on piano and composed several choral works, a piano sonata, and a fantasy and fugue for string quartet. The string trio that we will perform a movement of is the final piece that Klein composed at Terezin before being moved to the concentration camp of Auschwitz. We will now play the second movement of Gideon Klein's string trio, titled Variations on a Moravian Folk Song. Erwin Schulhoff lived from 1894 to 1942. He is a Czech composer and pianist of German descent. The composer Antonin Dvorak examined him and recommended him to study piano with a teacher at the Prague Conservatory. After that, he studied piano and composition in Vienna, Leipzig, and Cologne. The turning point in Schulhoff's life was actually not musical and came during World War I, in which he took part and became a socialist. After World War I, Schulhoff was not completely accepted by either the Germans or the Czechs. He was introduced to ragtime, dance music, and jazz, and incorporated this into his compositions, such as his 5 pieces for string quartet, of which we will perform one of, his single string quartet, piano sonata, and his sonata for violin and piano. At the end of his life, Schulhoff went from being a socialist to Marxism and Soviet communism. When Germans occupied the Czech Republic in 1938 and 1939, Schulhoff was doubly at risk as a communist of Jewish heritage. He tried to escape to the Soviet Union, but just as he received citizenship in 1941, the Nazis invaded the Soviet Union, and Schulhoff was arrested and deported to a concentration camp in Würzburg, Bavaria. The music we will now play is the first movement of Erwin Schulhoff's 5 pieces for string quartet, titled Waltz in the Viennese Style.